Here we are looking at example 2 from our 3.1 set of notes. We're asked to expand now the following. Instead of condensing, we're expanding. So we notice a single logarithm, and as a result, we notice that we have a product here with 4 times x, also times y squared. So we're going to go ahead and expand this with 3 different natural logs. So when we do that, we know that if we're multiplying these items, really if we're trying to expand it, we would be adding those natural logs together. So we would have then the natural log of 4 plus the natural log of x plus the natural log of y squared. So anytime, again, we are multiplying all those with our single natural log, to expand that, you would really be adding them. Now we're going to go ahead and take our exponent for this last guy. We notice that we can go ahead and use the power property with logarithms and throw him in front of our natural log. So when we do that, we have then the natural log of 4 plus the natural log of x plus 2 times the natural log of y. And that's pretty much as far as we can expand it. These guys don't have powers, so we're kind of good. Now with b, right away we notice that we are multiplying 5 times a, and then there's kind of this quotient happening. Plus on the bottom we see that we have 3 times b squared. So kind of a lot of operations going on here, but if we want to expand that, let's go ahead and just, you know what, let's go ahead and just maybe focus on the division symbol. So when we start out, we have the natural log of 5a, and instead of that division symbol, we're going to go ahead and subtract, again using that quotient property with properties with logs, that natural log of what's on the bottom, so the natural log of 3b squared. So again, essentially just broken these up based on that quotient property. Next, we can go ahead and again realize that this is 5 times a, so we're going to go ahead and expand these two. So then we have the natural log of 5. Instead of times a, we know that with our properties with logarithms that we would actually have a plus sign in between those. So then we have the natural log of a minus the natural log of 3b squared. I didn't really change anything by just throwing parentheses around there. Now we're going ahead and we're seeing that we have a multiplication between the 3 and the b squared. And as a result, we're kind of doing the exact same thing we did with our first piece. So we have the natural log of 5 plus the natural log of a minus the natural log of, breaking these up, we have 3 plus the natural log of b squared. Now it is crazy common that people think that this is the correct answer. However, unfortunately, it's not quite so. What you really have here is that 3 and b squared that were originally on the bottom. And as a result of that, when you're doing your quotient property, this really should be in parentheses this whole time. Now, why that came into play later on was right here when you actually split up your bottom. You still have a set of parentheses around him. And as a result, you would distribute that negative to both items, including this natural log of b squared. So just be pretty mindful of that, so that way you don't accidentally miss up that minus sign. So when we do that, we have then the natural log of 5 plus the natural log of a minus the natural log of 3 minus the natural log of b squared. Now lastly, to expand this, all you have to do is take out, using that power property with logs, throw this guy in front. Looks like he's the only one that has an exponent. So when you do that, you have the natural log of 5 plus the natural log of a minus the natural log of 3 minus 2 times the natural log of b. All right. So then this would be as far as we could expand things out. Again, though, that is example 2 from our 3.1 set of notes.